When you think of Bruce Lee, the image that flashes in your mind is probably a man moving at blinding speed, perfectly balanced, confident, and absolutely fearless. He wasn't just a martial artist, he was a symbol of power, precision, and mastery. But what most people don't know is that behind those flashy kicks and thunderous punches, Bruce Lee developed a layer of self-defense techniques that he rarely showed to the public. These weren't for the camera or the crowd, they were for survival. They were made for real-world danger. These are the secrets he kept quiet about, and today, you're going to discover them. Bruce's journey into self-defense didn't start in the ring. It began on the streets of Hong Kong. He was a young, fiery kid who often got into fights with gang members. It was in those unpredictable moments, when a blade might flash from someone's pocket or an attacker might lunge without warning, that Bruce realized traditional forms alone weren't enough. He began to question everything. And that's where his true innovation began. Why Bruce Lee hid these techniques from the world? Bruce Lee believed that not every technique should be shown, especially those meant to end fights quickly and violently. While his movies highlighted his physical ability, he intentionally left out some of the more dangerous moves, the ones that could cripple an opponent instantly. These were the moves meant for self-defense, not showmanship. He said, "The best defense is a strong offense," but that offense wasn't always about beauty, it was about brutal effectiveness. He also feared that if these secrets were widely taught without discipline or understanding, they could be misused by people looking to hurt others, not defend themselves. So, Bruce kept these ideas close. He taught them privately, to a select few students, and even then, only when he believed they had the right heart and purpose. What made Bruce truly dangerous wasn't just his speed. It was the deep knowledge of how to end a fight in seconds. The intercepting fist, speed meets survival. Let's start with one of Bruce Lee's most underestimated secrets, the intercepting fist, or Jeet Kune Do. On the surface, it might look like just a fast punch. But it's much more than that. This wasn't about throwing a jab. It was about reading your opponent's intent before they moved, cutting their attack off in the very moment it began, and striking with pinpoint accuracy. This method wasn't about blocking and reacting. It was about interrupting the attack with a strike so fast and accurate that the opponent didn't even get a chance to execute their move. Bruce studied this concept obsessively. He would stand in front of a partner, watching the micro-movements in their shoulders, eyes, or hands, and the moment he sensed a strike coming, he would launch his own. He trained to make his body respond faster than his mind could think, making this more instinctive than intellectual. That's why this met.